Okay, so CRM migration. We're going to look at accounts, contacts, and opportunities and how to import that information if you are coming over from a separate CRM and integrating it with SharpSpring campaigns and notes. You can also do, it's not something I'm going to show in this video, but if you'd like to know how to do that or need help doing it, then I'll leave a link in the description where you can contact me and request that information, or indeed we have a service where we can do it for you. So to get to the CRM migration tool, contacts, and then import, and then the import of the contacts. At the top here, you'll see CRM migration tool. Click that, and you'll end up here. We'll give a bit of information as to the format that's required for the CRM migration CSV. Here, it asks you if it's a Salesforce migration. In this instance, it is not. So this will just be a migration for a CRM that could be Salesforce, it could be Pipedrive, it could be any CRM, but really this is about how to get the information so that it marries up and works with SharpSpring, regardless of what CRM system you're coming from. So we can complete that. Now we're at accounts. And there is two things you need for an account. You need a CRM ID and an account name, which is effectively the company name or the entity that you're looking to transfer. So we need to create that CSV. So the first thing we'll do is we'll go into Excel and we will create two columns, account CRM ID and account name. Now with the account CRM ID, this is just a number or any value, but it can't be a value that already exists. So let's give this a value of 1, because in this instance we're saying that there's no other data we've uploaded already through a CRM migration. It's the first time we're doing it, so we can give a value of 1, and then we can say 2, 3, and so on. But if we had already uploaded account data, and we had a CRM ID of 1, we couldn't then use that CRM ID again because it would have a conflict. To find out if that's already happened, because maybe you've come on board and someone else has been doing it before, you don't know if it's already been done before, get a sales, jump into accounts, and then on the right hand side on this ellipses menu here, if you click on that and you go export accounts, you'll get a CSV file, and then you can go in there and the account CRM ID will either be blank because there aren't any, or some will be populated because you've already done a CRM migration. You've just got to make sure that that value is unique. Once you've done that and just double checked, you can go back to your spreadsheet. So we've got CRM ID 1, 2, and 3. I'm just going to upload one account just for ease in this instance, so let's call that the marketing eye. But I do know for a fact that that's already going to exist, so I'm just going to call it the marketing eye demoed to make sure that again the account name is unique for that CRM ID. And then we just need to save that as a CSV file. So now we've got our CSV file. We obviously want to upload that with our two fields. Now it should be pointed out at this point that if you've got custom fields or any additional field information that you want to upload, then you can do that as long as those fields have been set up prior to doing the CRM migration through custom fields, which is sort of a separate topic. In this example, I'm only showing you what is actually required. So without these two, it just won't work, but you can add more information in at this point if you so wish. go to the account CRM ID is 1, that was correct. So we had an account name, marketing demo, yeah. So account CRM ID, and then account name. And we've got those in there. Now, that's great. That's what we wanted. So we're going to complete the section. Now, at this point, it will ask you to do the contacts. Now, having done a few of these, what I've experienced is actually it's better to do these one at a time and not go through the process of doing accounts, contacts, opportunities. It's better to do accounts. I'm then going to complete the entire exercise and then come back and do contacts. The reason for that is when you've got a lot of accounts and a lot of contacts and a lot of opportunities, when you try and do it all in one sequence, it can cause the system to overload a little bit, and sometimes you'll have instances where opportunities don't marry up with contacts and accounts don't marry up with accounts and contacts and opportunities, whatever. What I've found is upload all of your accounts first, complete that exercise, then go back and upload the contacts, and then they will match up with the accounts. It's just a way of making sure that the system doesn't break under the pressure of having lots of accounts and contacts and opportunities. So in this instance, I've only got one, so it wouldn't really matter, but I'm going to do it anyway. So for contacts, I'm just going to skip it. Opportunities, skip it for now. Campaigns, skip it. Skip section and import. So CRM data is being processed. Hopefully, if we head into accounts, we will see that one. Marketing demo, fantastic. So I've uploaded the accounts. I've now come back into the CRM migration tool. So I'm going to complete the section, done accounts, so skip that, and now we're on to contacts. So this is now the information that is required. But again, if you have more information that you want to upload at the same time, then you can do that here. But as again, I'm just going to do the required information at this point. So we need to go back into our Excel document. The first one that we needed was account. You can do the account name or the account CRM ID. I'll do the account CRM ID because that's nice and easy. That was one. You need a contact CRM ID. Now, it's very important in this instance that you don't make the contact CRM ID the same ID as the account CRM ID. So if this was one as well as the account CRM, it just won't work. It will fail. So we need to make this something else. So let's just call this 111. And then we also need email, first name, if they're unsubscribed or not, and a last name. So let's just upload me as an example. I'm already going to be in the database, so I'll just put in an email address that doesn't actually exist. And we can delete it later. In this field, you'll either have 0, which means the contact isn't unsubscribed, or you'll put 1, which means true, so it would be unsubscribed. Let's make the person subscribed. Information in there. So that's all we need for that one. We'll then save that again as a CSV file. And then we've got our finished file there. We'll close that down and then we'll head back into SharpSpring and we'll upload that file. In terms of how it handles duplicates, just keep the first occurrence and report any errors is generally what I do. Again, you shouldn't get any errors if you've made sure that you checked that CRM IDs don't clash. Which you can do in the same way. You would go to contacts and the contact manager and do an export, and then you will see whether there's already CRM IDs that exist. At this point, you can give the leads in your spreadsheet a marketing status. So let's just keep it as an unqualified lead because it's a lead that I will delete afterwards as it doesn't actually exist. So again, we just need to marry these up with the fields in SharpSpring. So we'll complete that section, and again, as before, not going to do opportunities yet. Obviously not going to do campaigns or notes in this example. So we'll skip section and import that information. So the CRM data is being processed. Maybe that should have done by now. So if we went to the accounts again, and then we went to the marketing eye demo, what you'll see now is njd at themarketingeye.com is the contact we've just uploaded. So it's married it up with the account, it's created the contact, which is over here, and it exists on the account. Now what we want to do is to create an opportunity. So in this example, we're going to say that njd at themarketingeye.com, Neil Dyer, is an opportunity in the sales pipeline of SharpSpring. So we want to create an opportunity for them, which we're going to do through a CRM migration. Okay, so I've returned to the CRM migration tool, part of SharpSpring. Again, complete that section where you can skip accounts because we've done it, skip account contacts because we've now done that, and now we arrive at opportunities. And opportunities requires a little bit more information, and it's important that we make sure that we get that information into SharpSpring in the right format. We're going to want to create a CSV file for our opportunities with all of these required fields here. So let's head into that. Got all those fields already set up. Amounts, you've got to give some sort of value to the opportunity. So what is it worth to you as a business? Let's just call this £100. Don't put any currency symbols in or anything like that, or percentages, but symbols, nothing like that, just numbers. The close date, this needs to be in a certain format, so it needs to be in American format. So let's say that the close date is January 23rd next year. So in the closed field, it's whether the opportunity is still active or inactive. So we're going to say 0, which false, so it's not closed. The opportunity CRM ID again needs to be unique from the contact CRM ID and the account CRM ID. So I'll just give this a number of 111, opportunity name. Again, this can be whatever you want it to be. Might be related to what you're selling them. If you don't know, sometimes you just revert to the company name as well. But let's just say that we're selling marketing automation services. Let's call it marketing automation, and we'll put TMED. It's just a reference to the company. Not that we need that because it'll be linked to the account. But again, it doesn't really matter what you put in there, as long as it means something to you. Owner email address, so that the lead owner for this opportunity, we'll just give it to me. And then the contact CRM ID was 11. You could again put the contact's email address if easier. The probability is the percentage to close, but you don't put the percentage figure in here. So let's say that the percentage probability to close for this opportunity is 20%. So I'll put 20 in there. For the stage name, this will be unique to you as a company because it's based on the pipeline that you create for your business. So in our example, if we go and have a look at our sales pipeline here, we can see that we've got pipeline stages called suspect, first contact, initial meeting, proposal. It's likely to be different for you, but they will make up the options that you've got to add into the stage name field. So let's just say at this stage, I'm a suspect, and I'm going to go into that stage. So we'll put suspect in there. For the final required field, it's whether the opportunity has been won yet or not. which in this instance it hasn't been one. Okay, so I've just saved that CSV for the opportunities, so we're just going to upload that now and then again marry the fields up. So we've got account CRM ID, the amount, the close date, whether the opportunity is closed or not, the opportunity CRM ID, opportunity name, owner email address, contact CRM ID, probability, stage name, whether the opportunity has been won yet or not. So we've got all that, that's all we need. Again, the option allows you to choose who will own the opportunity, or opportunities if you're adding more than one. Again, let's just give it to me. So that's that. So we'll complete the section there. And again, I'm not doing campaigns or notes, but even if I was, I'd skip these for now and come back and do them like I've been doing for the accounts, contacts and opportunities. And then we'll skip the section and import. And now, if we were to go into sales and accounts in the similar fashion that we've already been doing, we'll see our new account there, the marketing I demo. We've got the contact that we added to that account, Ildaya, and you can now see that there is one opportunity that exists, which is the one we've just added. And that is now in our sales pipeline under suspect. It's an open opportunity, and all the assignments that we've said previously as we've been uploading are all present and accounted for. And that's how you do a CRM migration. The important things to know on a CRM migration is to make sure that obviously you get all the required fields in there, but also that they're in the correct format. It can be one of those things, if you get it wrong, that you might need to contact SharpSpring support in order to clear the failed CRM migration. So in order to progress quickly and to get it right, it's best to make sure that you follow it very carefully. The Marketing Eye is a Platinum certified agency, so should you require any help, we do offer services where we can do CRM migrations for you. I'll pop a link in the description below for that, with some contact details if you wish, if you're looking to do this and need some help.